Okay, so my channel is the way I do it, and mostly it's about how I do home improvement projects and things like that, but it's also about technology and the way I do things with technology. Now, this is the way I cured a problem. I had a problem with different animals. Some animals eat slow, some eat fast, so I had some greedy fat cat that was eating all the food for the cat that I have one cat who he stretches his food out all day. So the young cat, the fat cat, he would come in and he would eat all of the food. So, or the dog, if I left the food out unprotected or in an area where the dog could get to it, of course the dog's going to eat all the cat food. So we had cat food. We had cat food up on high areas, so the dogs couldn't get it. Well, of course, both cats could get to the high areas, so the fat cat, the greedy cat, he would jump up and get all the food. So it became there wasn't a good way of doing it. There was not a good way of feeding the animals. We had to segregate animals, and it's not a good thing to just on-demand feed. Just put a whole bunch of food out and let the animals eat. That's one of the worst things you could do for an animal. That is not a good way of feeding an animal, and you will regret it in the long run. Believe me, you will. In the long run, you're going to have some real bad medical issues with those animals if you let them just eat all they want. So you measure the food out, but you control who gets to it. So I think it's a quarter a cup that I give these cats twice a day. I go exactly by what the bag says and the weight and the age of the animals. And same thing with the dog. So I needed them to eat those amounts. Well, of course, the fat cat's going to eat, the young cat, he's going to come eat all of the food up that he can find, and the mature wise cat, he knows to stretch his food out all day until the next feeding. So he would do that. And of course the dog's going to eat anything. So I've seen these products out. I didn't really know how they worked. I didn't believe that it would work, and I certainly didn't believe it would work for my cat. I have a very picky, scared cat. He's not too scared. He's very personable, but noises and odd noises and things will cause him to be jumpy. So the way this thing opens up, the way this device opens up, I was afraid that the sound and movement of the device would make this impossible for him to use. As a matter of fact, I was sure of it. It just wasn't going to work. Now, the way this thing works, it works off of a microchip. Now, here's the box. We're going to get into that in just a minute. Move the cameras so we can get a good shot. Okay, we should still be recording on that camera. Okay, so the way this thing works, okay, the animal comes in, puts his head in this way. Now, if you can't get this situated so that you can't limit this, you don't want the animal to be able to come in the backside. So put this against the wall or something. They do make a guard that you can buy that goes on here that keeps the animal. So you want them to have to come in this way. Now what happens is they come in this way, and the microchip that is embedded in their body. If you have an animal that already has a microchip installed or implanted, or it actually comes with its own microchip, so that you can put it on their collar, so that when they put their head in here, this lid opens up. This opens up. Now, it folds and comes back. There's a reason that I don't want to actuate any of this device, because this has already been learned by my cat, and I don't want to cause him any issues with eating. It wouldn't, because there's a good thing. If you take the batteries out of this thing, it doesn't lose its memory. The cat's memory, the memory of the cat stays on the device, which is really cool, because when the batteries go dead, you don't want to have to train the animal again. Hope I didn't put that box in the way. I have a real hard time. I have a studio that used to be set up specifically for me to shoot videos, and things got moved around, so it takes me hours to set up now and get the lighting correct so that you can see and there's not shadows everywhere. And unfortunately, I get very limited time to shoot the actual video. So I apologize if there's some weird shadows or anything like that. Okay, so that's the way it works. The animal comes in, puts his head in, the door opens up, they eat. When they back away, the door closes. Now you can change the amount of time that the door waits before it closes. There's a switch on the bottom that changes that. You can do some different arrangements. Now, this is good for weight management. It's good for pets on specific prescription diets, because if you want to make sure you keep the other animals out of the prescription diet. Now this is the stripped down model. You can also buy accessories for this thing that actually will weigh the amount of food that is eaten out of this thing every time the animal comes, and in a daily or in intervals. You can actually, it comes with bowls. I'm going to show you here in a minute that it comes with bowls. Let's get a look at this. It's a really nice product. I'll show you the bowls that it comes with. Now, I ordered special bowls because, believe it or not, my picky cat that I was telling you about, he also, believe it or not, has an allergy to plastic. And if we feed him out of a plastic bowl, here's the bowls that it come with. They're actually very nice bowls. They're very nice bowls. Comes with one that is split, that has a divider, and one that is just a regular bowl. There goes the GoPro again. The overhead's gone, so we'll just set it here to get some random shots. Okay, so it comes with these plastic bowls, very nice bowls, and here's the split bowl. You could put water in one, food in the other. But like I say, my cat has an allergy to plastic, which is crazy. He eats out of plastic. Believe it or not, cats have lips, and his lips swell almost shut. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. So I had to order these metal bowls, which are also very nice, but they're pretty pricey. So the kit is this with the plastic bowls, and I got it for about $147 with the upgrade to the bowls, the upgraded bowls, shipping, everything. Came to about $200. Now I know that sounds pricey for a bowl for a cat. Not really. This solves this one solves my whole problem, because I can feed the fat cat, the greedy cat. I can feed him up high. That keeps the dog out of it. The other cat, he's not interested in that extra food. He only eats out of his regular bowl, which is this bowl. And he can have his food and it'll last him until the next feeding. Because every time he comes up and enters, puts his head in, it's going to open, he's going to eat. When he backs away, the other cat can't get it. I didn't think it would work. I honestly did not think this product would work. I started on this about, I think, 3 weeks ago. Took some real quick videos showing it in place, and it was set into a learning cycle. I thought there's no way that this is going to work for this cat, because he is so picky. But it did. Took a couple of weeks to train him, and what it does is this thing moves every day. It'll be in a different position, and when he comes up to eat, he'll see it in that different position, and it may move a little bit while he's in here. And every day it's a little different when he comes in, and it may have to move just a tiny bit when he puts his head in. And over time, it trains him to not be scared of that movement and not be scared of that door opening. And then it teaches him that when he comes in, the bowl's going to open for him. He actually knows that when he comes in here, this lid is going to open a little bit for him, and he can get his food. And he used to be concerned about the other cat. He would literally be concerned about the other cat eating his food. It became a real problem because, he was losing a lot of weight because the other cat was eating all of his food. And really, the young cat was so overweight. And that's just a terrible thing when you let your animals get overweight. It's just not a good thing. I mean, you should be better. We should be better parents to these to our animals. If we take on the responsibility of looking after them, we should not allow them to make themselves unhealthy so that they're going to be uncomfortable when they get older, and you're going to have problems. So you don't need my preaching, but we really shouldn't let them get overweight if we can keep from it. I didn't think this product was going to work. It did. It worked. Now, the attachments that you can get for this thing are really cool, because you could actually you could just fill the bowl up. If you were wanting to know what your animals were doing and track everything that was going on, you could actually fill the bowl up, and each time an individual cat came in with a different ID, well, it would mark how much was in the bowl when it started, and then it would measure the bowl when the lid closed. So each time you would know how much that animal ate every time, and you could add up at the end of the day how much each animal was eating. That is just really cool the way that works. It is, I think that adds another $100 or $150 to the cost of the product, which really is not too bad. I didn't do it. I don't need it. I thought about doing it just because I like technology, and I'll be able to track when I have a sick animal, what was going on and things like that. I didn't do it. Honestly, I didn't think this thing would work anyway. I didn't think that the product would work at all. So I didn't see any reason for paying the extra money for something that I didn't think was going to work. Now, one of the things that I always talk about when I do reviews is I talk about getting a good instruction manual, good information on how to use the product and how to set it up. You can always tell a bad product by the instruction manual that has bad English, or whatever your language is, it has a bad translation. If they don't care enough about the product to get a good translation in the instruction manual, you're not going to get a good quality product. This is a very, very good instruction manual. It's a pretty technical product, so I think it has to be. And the fact that some people will use it kind of in a medical situation for their animals, so I think it has to be more of a higher quality device. I think they have to see to it that it is, and people have to know how to set it up, or they're going to get frustrated with it. And this thing works. It works really cool. It has several languages in this, in the instructions. It has all the numbers and websites and social media. It's all listed in this book, places where you can get help. There are groups that are involved with this product. It is called, in case I haven't told you what it is called the Surefeed. It is the Surefeed Microchip Pet Feeder. I have heard of this thing, but honestly, I did not think it would work. I didn't think it would recognize my animals. I didn't think it would recognize our older microchips. Our microchip is 11 years old. The microchip that is in this animal is 11 years old and had no problem picking it up. And we weren't even for sure where the microchip was. At the time, we were working for a vet. We were involved in the vet field a little bit, and I think we actually embedded the microchip, but didn't remember exactly where. We didn't know exactly where it was, but anyway, this is a really good. Comes with a really good instruction manual with lots of help, lots of numbers and websites, social media. There's all kinds of places you can get help. It really explains this product well. The packaging is great. It's really quality packaging when you get it. You know, you can tell a lot about a product the way that it is packaged. Think about an Apple product. Anybody that has ever bought an Apple product, you know they put a lot of work into their packaging, and and that says a lot about the product. A lot of people keep their Apple packaging because they're so good. The packaging is so good on an Apple that a lot of people keep those. I know I'm getting off subject here, but back to the pet feeder. You can get different mats for different colored mats. If you want to do something to match something, you can buy those. They're sold individually, separate. You can use dry or wet food. It keeps. This will help keep insects off the food. It will definitely keep flies off the food. It definitely will reduce pet odors. It will keep the food fresher because this seals over top of it. I think it would be good. It says it's not to be used outside. I think you could use it in a carport or a garage. I think it would not be good to get it wet, to constantly get rain and snow and things like that on it. But I think it would be fine to be used outside under a carport or something like that. I really do think it would work that way. It says not to do that. I think it would. I think you could do that. There's a shot of the front. Let's get you another shot of the front here. Here's a look at all the box all the way around. And like I say, it comes with 2 bowls, one with a divider, and it comes with the microchip that goes on the pet's collar. But if your animal already has a microchip implanted, it'll automatically figure that microchip out and use that microchip. Great for multiple animals. This thing, I did not think it would work. It does. It has a 3-year, this thing comes with a 3-year warranty. It does not have to be connected to any wires, so you can move it around different places. It uses, I know it uses C batteries, C-cell batteries, and I believe it's 4 of them. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's 4 of them. I know that it is C-cell. Once again, the Surefeed. I don't know. I guess it is Sure. You can get this on all your online sites. Anywhere where you buy pet products online, you can get this product. I know their product is surepetcare.com. That's their website. I don't know if that's the name of their company. This device is called the Surefeed. Surefeed microchip feeder. Now, once again, their website is surepetcare.com. Now, I'm not getting, I paid for this thing outright. I don't get any compensation in any way for this. I wish they would have. I'm not getting any compensation in any way for this product. So I'm giving you my honest opinion on it. It's been, I think, 3 weeks now. And we went through the learning process, and I couldn't believe it. My picky Flame Point Siamese uses the thing, and it keeps my half feral black teenage male punk cat out. So it's great. It works. Price. When you see the product and you understand what it does, it's not a bad price. It is really not a bad price. It is really not a bad price. Go out and look at 2 quality bowls, a stand, a feeder stand, and 2 quality bowls and a mat. You're looking at $75. So I don't think, when you really break it down, I don't think it's really that bad of a price. Now, will it hold up? It seems to be a good quality product. The plastic seems to be good. It's, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll do a follow-up video maybe in 6 months. I'll let you know how it holds up. I remember years ago they had these automatic litter box cleaners. I know they have other ones now, but they're different designs now. 25 years ago they had these automatic litter box cleaners, and they were a good idea. And when you went back and looked at them 2 months later, they were really bad. They ended up not staying together. They were filthy. You couldn't clean them. It just didn't work out. This thing works, and it looks like it's gonna hold together really good, but we'll see. I'll do a follow-up video. In the meantime, would I recommend this device? Absolutely, absolutely. If you have the same problem that I'm having with a cat that, yeah, it could be a dog too. You know, it could be absolutely a dog too. And this keeps the dog out. This keeps the dog from getting into the cat's food. If you're having this problem, I want to get another shot of the product here. If you're having the same problem that I'm having, anyway, it could be just the dog getting into it. If you want to separate two cats that are how they eat, if you have a prescription diet with any of these animals, this is what you need to get. Really cool device. We'll see if it holds together. It seems like it will. I think I've covered any questions that you would have had on it. That's about all I know on the product at this point, but I wanted to make this video and tell you how I'd solve this problem. So they may do it another way, but that's the way I do it. We'll see you next time.